Hey guys, it's Grimy1 here, and today got a bit of a special topic in hand, which we're going to talk about is what I personally believe is the best way PvP should happen. Now, if you've been keeping up with my channel, you would know that I've been trying out quite a few different ways of playing, which is one, I did a review analysis on the Nogem Fight Club, and I've also done another review analysis on your standard no heals, but full gems Fight Club. And I talked about the pros and the cons of each one. So let's just have a quick recap on that. So when it comes to no gems, you've got the benefit of, first of all, is you've got the benefit of not doing too much damage, so fights last longer. It's not based on 3 hits, and you don't necessarily need to grind your way through to getting your best gems, because that could, depending on player, could take quite some time. So it makes making new builds rather quick, and you can get into PvP action nearly instantly. So not everyone has the luxury to farm gems, get the best runes, get the best loadout and gear. So if that's the case, no gems is great. But the disadvantages of No Gems Fight Club is it's not real. Like, if you go to Nightmare Mensis, you still have to deal with, all these gunshots, things doing a lot of damage. You still have to deal with that. You still have to deal with people healing. So there's that. And also you're going to waste all the gems that you may have potentially farmed up. And the worst part of the No Gem Fight Club is the balance isn't really right, It's only offset, and the good thing about the No Gems, to conclude on No Gems, is that because you have that much larger HP pool, your health pool, it doesn't matter too much about the balance, because if you are a level higher in skill than your opponent, you would come out on top, okay? Alright, so that's No Gems in a quick nutshell. If you want to know more, check out my video, that's fine. Next we want to talk about is the no heals but full gem loadout. So that is the game, it's the most Souls PvP style that people come to understand. Now the best thing about it is all the hard gems that you've earned, okay, you can use it, which is great, okay, which is absolutely fantastic. And both the No Gems and this Fight Club, where you have full gems, no heals, everyone blood taps. Every host blood taps at the beginning, so that balances out the heals, that balances out the health indifference, okay, of the fight. So it's a real balanced fight. Literally, it's a very balanced fight. But the problem with full gems and no heals is the damage is so high that even that it is balanced per se in terms of, arguably weapons, and balance in terms of health, which No Gems also does, but the problem is it does so much damage, things end so quickly that, one, you can't really tell who's the better player. So even if you're a level above the other person, there's a good chance that you could get randomed out, okay? And the second thing is, okay, you take it serious enough, then in order for you to get consistent wins, you need to be extremely cautious from the get-go. So there we have it. We've got, my kids are going crazy, which is fun. But anyway, this is pretty much the only time I can get to do this. So anyway, so about the gems and no gems fight clubs, these two different fight clubs, so that's the pros and cons. I get a little bit more in depth and expand a little bit more in my other videos, so feel free to look that up. Now, what do I think is the best way? Well, it comes to no surprise if you've seen all my videos or you've been following my channel that I believe in heals. I really do believe in heals. But the problem with heals is obviously the host always heals 30% more, right? That's always the case. Which sucks, and that's the thing that all these fight clubs try to deal with, is no matter what you do, right, see, they know that the game's more balanced, a bit more fun with heals, but the thing is, host always has a massive significant advantage. That's the problem with this game. Okay, I got 2 points. Okay, the first point is dealing with it directly. The second point is my solution to the problem. So the first point I want to deal with is because the health pool is much larger than, say, full gens no heals. I still believe if you're a level above, okay, if you're a level above your opponent, your skill levels above the opponent, like this right now you're looking at. We have no rules here. He's always host, who I'm fighting, okay, and he's level 145, but I come out on top every single time. Because it's consistent. I've got enough health, I can make up for the difference, okay, I can do that. If you're skilled enough, you can do that. Yes, I'm not arguing that if someone, you know, like some people from my No Gem Fight Club, if they were to fight me as host all the time, I would have trouble, that's for sure, you know, but that's because we're on equal level, okay? Now, my second point is, with people that you believe is worthy, I know I'm a very competitive person, and I used to play in fighting game tournaments a lot, so my mindset may be a bit hardcore for a lot of people, like seriously hardcore. So if you do find yourself a worthy opponent that you think that, you know, is on par with you, right, and this host healing thing that's just, they heal too much and it's unfair, if you get to that stage, I really recommend treating this as if it's tennis. What do I mean as if it's tennis? As if it's volleyball, you know, as if it's, you know, table tennis, volleyball, I mean, any game that has a server, you know, because whoever serves has the advantage. In this game, whoever hosts has the advantage, and all you have to do, right, is say to the guy, let's have a set, you know, and you can just switch between who hosts. It's not that hard, it's really simple. You ring the bell, whoever wants to host, all you have to do, right, is they just have to silence the bell. Silence the bell, right, after they ring it, and he will be host. That's it. Get a dungeon, fight. And what I do a best of 5, so first to 3. So best of 5 match. Anyone can host in the first match, but whoever loses gets to host the next match, just like that. And what I also believe in is I believe hosts should be about 10 vials as opposed to the supposedly fair 14 vials. Okay, the reason why is the health increase. The always at a high health point where you can trade better, where you don't die to viscerals, is a massive, absolutely massive advantage, which I think should equate to, you know, 2, 3, or 4 vials. You know, so you can do that. You don't have to do that because it's still balanced out. If you're having a set with someone, is, you know, you get to host next. That's cool. You could be a bit more fairer, and you could do the whole tennis way if you want. It's up to you. Okay, do a breakpoint style. Doesn't matter. But if you break this game up and don't go, look, let's just not put, you know, the one match, too much emphasis on one match. Let's have a set. Let's really see who's better, and that's how you can find out who is, you know, at least at that point in time, a bit of a better player. You know, I really don't believe in this, you know, one match has to be the best. Okay. And the thing is, with random duels, even if you do heal, even if the host, you know, you don't switch hosts and all that type of stuff, it's a random duel. You have to first of all find out if they're even worthy for you to even bother with it, you know, and that's my case anyway, you know. So that's my solution for the time being. I do absolutely hope that they do have some implementation in the DLC of this expansion pack that they can actually, you know, create like a special bell which is for purely dueling purposes, you know, and maybe say the invader, this person that uses this bell who invades, they get full health, but they don't have, you know, they will still aggro NPCs, you know, that way it's more balanced. I don't know, so that's my view of it, of the whole thing, and hopefully some of you would use this, you know, to do sets with other people and start to see that it can be a bit more fairer and have a bit more fun with the game. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Is instead of thinking, oh look, you know, it's just we can only fight the one match, you know, just go through a set, you know, whoever loses gets to host the next match, and then you can really see who comes out on top. Okay, and as for random matches, I really believe with the extra health pool, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, you know, because if you are a level above, you know, if you're losing and go, well, you know, I could have been host, you know, we'll see, you know, and then you can say, look, I thought you're a good opponent, let's fight, you know, let's have a set, let's see who actually is a better player, you know, and everyone wants to have a good fight. So I think that it's no different from a summon sign down the bottom, or, you know, PSNing and just messaging someone. It's really simple if you want to have a fair set. Anyway guys, that's my thought on the things. Hope you guys enjoyed the fights, and feel free to leave your comments or any other suggestions. It would be really awesome.